All right, greetings, salutations, people. Here's what we got going on for today. On day one, yesterday, you should have completed your build of your fortress. If you haven't completed that, go back in, use the library, find the building materials, and use the blocks to add and complete your four-walled fortress. Now, if you want to do other decorations to it or design it a different way, you're more than welcome. Make it yours. Have some fun in your design process. Okay? Now, what we're going to work on today is playing around with these guys. And then also, we want to play around with this thing. It's called the lever. Okay? And what we're going to do is learn how to code it to make it work. What we want these guys to do is, in animation, start moving them and make them walk. Okay, so we're going to do the animation tool, and we're just going to select each one. We're going to right click and we go to what's called animation. Now, as you see, we have different animation effects taking place. Okay, simple one we want is just walking. So when we click on him and we click play, these guys are just arr, 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 and this guy is walking. Okay, so what we want to do is get all of them. Now you notice he does not go anywhere, he's just walking in motion, right? And so what we're going to do is we want to do that with all of these guys. So we're going to animate all of them, we're going to make them all walk. Okay, and we can actually group them together and have them all walking forward. So that's what you guys are going to try to do in your code, is get these guys to move forward. Okay? How do we do that? Well, we're going to use our code to do that. So we have these guys now selected. You have to make sure that they are available in your code. So you right click on it, click code, and use in code blocks. Okay, we're going to have to use all four of them. You're going to have to do that with all four, so you have to turn them on to be able to use them in code. And what we're going to do is have them move forward. Now, you can do it a couple of ways, so I'll show you both. In this episode, we can actually make them just walk. Okay, we can make them walk, and you do that by making walk. That's it. Boom. Now they're walking. Okay, so when I hit play, they're walking forward like you saw. Now we're going to have all four of them moving forward. Now, you'll notice they haven't gotten anywhere, so we want them to be able to move forward. How are we going to do that? Well, we're going to use our code block. So I'm going to click the back button. That stops it from moving. We're going to turn the code blocks on. Now you notice we already got some code going on. This is the drawbridge. We'll get to that in just a minute. Okay. Now we activated our people. So when I go in here, what I want to do is not move drawbridge. I want to move my players. Okay, so when play is clicked and the bridge is open, I want to do a couple of different things. And this isn't one of them. Okay, so as I was talking about, when we're going to add our code in when the play is clicked. And what we're going to do is we're going to move drawbridge. Okay, and we're just going to say right here, but I'm going to change this because I want it to be a knight. And I want him to move forward, okay? But I want him to move forward kind of slowly. So I'm just going to say, in 2 seconds or 3 seconds. And I want him to move 10 meters forward, okay? So when I click play, my knight 1, there he goes. He's moving forward. Uh-oh, we got a problem. Now we can do this with all four of those. Put them outside of the loop of the lever. Now the lever, if we take a peek at that, when we go over here, let's go take a peek at our lever, okay? And see what's going on. Because we want that to be clicked, okay? And have that in play, right? So we need to make sure that the code blocks is already turned on, which it is. Good, so we're gonna go into our code blocks. Now what we wanna do is the lever. Now what they did is they created a quick function to say this is going to happen. If the drawbridge, open and closing drawbridge, and what they've done is just said counterclockwise, clockwise. So open and close. That's all it's done. They created a bridge open variable, meaning just something to say how to tell this part of the code to open or close. Okay? So the bridge open, we're going to say bridge open is true, meaning it's down. Do what? We want to open or close our drawbridge using the function. So we're going to go down to our function call and grab open drawbridge. If the bridge is open, we want it to close when the lever is turned. And the opposite. If the bridge is open, we want it to close. Okay? So that's what we're happening. If bridge is open, close it. If bridge is open, okay, if the bridge is open false, we want it to open the drawbridge. Okay? Now in this statement, you'll notice if the bridge is open equals false, that simply means that the bridge is closed. Okay? And by pressing the lever, it's going to open it. All right? So that's what's going to happen. So now I want you to go in and finish up coding your knights. And I'd like you to get them moving in different speeds at different distances. Okay? So there's a little variation. And then on Monday or the next day, we will talk about actually using a list to put them all together to get them to move in sequence with only coding a small amount instead of each individual one having to do a block. Okay? Good luck, have some fun, and we will see you all tomorrow. Have a great day. I'm Mr. B.